Hello there, and welcome. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore the story of the typewriter, 1873 to 1923, as chronicled by the Herkimer County Historical Society. We'll trace the typewriter's journey from a curious invention to the workplace superstar that reshaped communication and culture. Think of this as a relaxed fireside chat full of stories, metaphors, and handy takeaways. Let's press start on our typewriter tale. 1. A Spark of Invention. Mini title: Keys to a New World. Our story begins in 1873 when Christopher Latham Sholes and his collaborators unveiled the first practical writing machine. Picture a mechanical bird, its wings the type bars poised above a sheet of paper. Each press of a key struck an inked ribbon, imprinting letters magical compared to slow, laborious handwriting. Metaphor: it was like discovering fire suddenly. The dark cave of correspondence lit up with blazing speed. 2. From Workshop to Factory. Mini title: The Birth of Mass Production. At first, typewriters were handmade curiosities. But in 1878, Remington and Sons, a sewing machine maker, saw potential and began mass-producing Sholes' typewriter. Assembly lines rolled out machines in dozens, then hundreds, slashing prices and putting them within reach of small businesses. Example: a rural law office in Herkimer County could now afford a machine once reserved for big city clerks, transforming local lawyers' daily work. 3. The QWERTY Revolution. Mini title: An Accidental Design That Endures. Have you ever wondered why our keyboards still start with QWERTY? Early type bars tended to jam when adjacent keys were struck in quick succession. To slow typists and prevent jams, Sholes arranged letters so common pairs sat apart. That quirky solution stuck and became standard. Metaphor: it's like building a winding mountain road. You slow traffic for safety, even if it's not the shortest route. 4. Typing becomes a profession. Mini title: The Rise of the Typewriter Pool. By the 1880s, offices employed dozens of typists, often young women who formed typewriter pools. Imagine a humming room, rows of desks clicking in rhythm, each clerk translating handwritten drafts into crisp type. This was the birth of modern office work and the first widespread entry of women into white-collar jobs. Example: in Utica, New York, department stores hired dozens of women typists to manage customer letters and orders, jobs unseen before the typewriter era. 5. Innovations and Improvements. Mini title: From Carbon Paper to Shift Keys. Over the next decades, designers fine-tuned the machine. Carbon paper copying let you produce multiple copies at once. The shift key, introduced in 1878, doubled characters, holding the carriage up or down for upper and lowercase letters. Tabulators and margins made formatting easier too. Metaphor: think of these upgrades like adding air conditioning and power steering to an early automobile. Each tweak made the ride smoother and more versatile. 6. The Typewriter in Daily Life. Mini title: More Than Office Machinery. Beyond offices, typewriters found their way into homes, schools, and newsrooms. Poets tapped out verses, students completed essays, journalists chased deadlines, their fingertips staining manuals of statements. The typewriter became a symbol of modernity, of speed and professionalism. Story: local newspaper The Herkimer Eagle installed a new Remington 2 in 1902. Reporters who once scrawled notes by hand now flew through copy, allowing same-day typeset editions, a marvel for readers. 7. Cultural Ripples. Mini title: Keys That Shaped Expression. The typewriter didn't just speed writing, it influenced style. Block letters replaced cursive in many contexts. Letters became shorter, sharper, no flourish left untyped. And in fiction, typewriter romance flickered to life. Stories of night owl authors clacking away, caffeine at hand, chasing inspiration. Example: remember the trope of the hard-boiled detective dictating notes to a secretary? That dynamic came straight from typewriter culture and defined countless novels and films. 8. Challenges and competitors. Mini title: from electric models to dictation machines. By the 1920s, electric typewriters like the Blickensderfer and IBM's early models promised lighter touch and faster speeds. Dictation machines and shorthand systems also competed for office space. Yet the sturdy, reliable manual remained a mainstay, cherished for its simplicity and low cost. Metaphor: it was like comparing a reliable bicycle to a brand new motorcycle. Both get you there, but one needs no fuel or complex parts to maintain. 9. The typewriter's legacy. Mini title: the keyboard lives on. Though our story ends in our era of computers, the typewriter's DNA lives on. Every laptop keyboard echoes QWERTY. The carriage return transformed into enter, and ribbon became font. We still speak of typing up documents decades after metal keys yielded to plastic and touchscreen. Takeaway: innovations may change form, but the core idea, turning thought into text at the press of a key, remains. Wrap up: more than metal and ink. As we close our 15-minute journey through the story of the typewriter, 1873 to 1923, let's remember the big lessons. 1. Invention sparks community change. Sholes' machine reshaped industries and opened opportunities for women. 2. Practical tweaks endure. The QWERTY layout and shift key show how solving problems can create lasting standards. 3. Technology transforms culture. Offices, schools, and homes all adopted new rhythms and styles thanks to the typewriter. 4. Legacy lives on. Today's keyboards carry the typewriter's soul. The typewriter reminds us that even simple machines can leave an indelible mark on society, and that progress often depends on practical, human-centered solutions. Thank you for listening. May your own creations, whether apps, gadgets, or ideas, carry that same spirit of innovation and empowerment.